Hey, internet friend, welcome to Synergy Cafe. We got another show on today. His name is Jesse, but I'm not going to tell you the last name yet. We're going to figure that out. Maybe you know already because it's in the title. So this is about procrastination. So I hope you didn't wait and wait and wait and then decide, hey, maybe I should see that show today. Maybe you're here already. If not, you can see the replay on YouTube. But before we do that, I'm going to go into the green room and get Jesse. He's in there enjoying some of our locale digital hors d'oeuvres. So if you want to hang on a sec, I'll go get Jesse and we'll talk about overcoming procrastination. So stand by. There he is, Jesse. How you doing?
Hey, I'm stuffed. Thank you.
You're what?
I'm stuffed. The hors d'oeuvres are delicious.
Oh, yes, very filling, those digital pixels.
How you doing this morning?
Doing well. It was really nice out this morning. Then all of a sudden I took a shower and I got ready for this, and all of a sudden I hear this. It started raining all of a sudden, just out of nowhere. It's kind of weird. But hey, it's not snow, so we got that going.
Yeah.
So where are you located then?
I'm from a little place called Windsor, Ontario, Canada, just across from the Detroit border there.
I've heard of Windsor, Ontario. I used to do martial arts events up in Duluth, Minnesota, and then the Canucks had come down and Labatt's Blue, what they call it, silver bullet. And they'd throw these things across. You could throw me a beer. All of a sudden they'd pitch them like a football. You guys are nuts. But fun, man. You guys really know how to turn on the party. I don't drink anymore, so I'm safe. Dodge those Labatts, you know? So we're going to be talking a little bit about procrastination and win back time. I like that, winning back time, because time's a commodity. We've all got the exact same 24 hours. I heard someone say time is money, but that's not true, because if it was, we'd all have the same amount of money.
Good point.
So how do you go about doing that? Are you talking about gaining back time for just business people or people in general?
I like to focus because I've been an entrepreneur since I was 16 years old. So I understand the struggles that entrepreneurs go through when it comes to managing their time. You know, we're not really responsible to somebody else to report for our time. So it's really on our shoulders to make sure we get to tasks either quickly, make sure we stay focused and stay on task. And I find that that's just a big sticking point for a lot of entrepreneurs these days.
Very true. I mean, it's a mindset thing. I've been self-employed all my life. My quick story was I started doing magic when I was a little kid, and then I started doing it full-time in high school. And then I graduated in 1975, and people said, you should get a job. And I got a job with the County Parks Department, worked 4 years, got laid off, and said, where's my gold watch? I thought I had a job. So I decided to be self-employed. But that's a different story than just walking in, punching a clock, collecting a check, going home.
Yeah, I find that employees aren't as motivated to be productive as much as an entrepreneur might be.
Exactly. So where do you sit as far as like all this AI stuff and everything and automated technologies? I like automation, but sometimes it loses the human factor. And it's like, why am I in this digital loop? And why should I buy anything from this robot?
Yeah, that's so true. That's so fair. I don't know. I find I compare AI to like you getting a dishwasher. Like, yeah, you're going to clean your dishes quicker, but you still got to load the thing. And there's a lot of people that think that AI is going to do it all for them, right? And it's just like, hey, I just push a button and then now I'm just going to be rich. But there's still that human element behind it, right? What are we going to focus on? What are we going to use it for? How are we going to like make it fit with my business or my plans and my goals? And that's a big part that's missing. And in fact, AI is going to mess with a lot of people, especially the younger generation's minds, because they're not going to know how to stay as focused or stay as productive because they think AI is going to do it all for them.
That's really a good point, because I say sometimes, because people talk about get more leads. But if you don't have alignment with your product and your prospect, it's kind of a waste of time. It's like selling hamburgers and hot dogs to vegans and vegetarians. They're not going to buy.
That's right.
So if you have that alignment, then something can happen. But if you just send your little AI sentinels out there, go get me leads.
Yeah. That means that could mean, right? Yeah, absolutely. No, I fully agree.
So do you focus on any specific niche of businesses like home service providers or digital marketers or?
With most of the groups that I'm involved in online, a lot of the overlap is, digital marketers, coaches, things like that, just because they're people that they have that lifestyle dream. They want to try to, fit their business into their own personal life. But the problem is sometimes they thought they were trading a 9 to 5 for freedom, and they trade it for a 9 to 5 to a 9 to midnight kind of thing. And so
That's so true. My
yeah,
wife came from an academic background where she was a teacher, so she kind of had her own hours and stuff, and now she's an entrepreneur. And it's basically 8 in the morning, 6 in the morning to midnight. It's just crazy. She's always on it. And I
yeah.
got another buddy that his daughter is an influencer,
Mhm.
helping people with Instagram stuff. She's got real good clients and stuff,
Mhm.
but she's always on doing this stuff.
So that's right. Yeah,
So you
we
gotta,
we traded freedom. We traded freedom and freedom of time to not work in a small chunk of time to now we have to work all the time. And that's probably one of the biggest frustrations I get from a lot of entrepreneurs is, I'm so busy. My to-do list just keeps getting longer and longer. Where was this, dream that I was promised, this 4-hour work week dream? So where did that all go? So I help people with their getting on task and figuring out how to get to it quickly, get it done quickly, and stay focused on the things that really move the needle in their business.
so you actually talk to the individuals when you're coaching them through stuff. It's like a one-on-one coaching kind of thing.
That's right. That's right. Every single day I have a live Q&A, so entrepreneurs can come on and ask me any question that they want on a daily basis. And if you go to effortlessgrowth.co, you can join the notification list for that, as well as get a free guide that I have for entrepreneurs that struggle with time called my 5-second focus trigger. So just help you get focused using your brain's natural motivator and get on task quickly.
And that's .co there.
The .com was about $10,000 more expensive, so I dropped the M and saved 10 grand. So
That sounds good. Well, effortless growth, that sounds pretty appealing. Granted, it's not 100% effortless. You got to do something,
you
but
gotta put in the work. But when you compare what you were doing before in comparison, it feels like you were much more in alignment, much more in flow state. It doesn't feel as much of a grind or a push. That's where that term effortless comes from, because compared to the effort I was putting in before, it's just you're squishing down that time and the effort and energy, and you're actually seeing growth in a way where you look back, you're like, wow, that was a lot easier than the way I was trying to do it before.
well, I'm big on that myself because I see people doing things and I think, why are you doing it that way? Like an example, using a butter knife because it's close to undo a screw, and the
Yeah,
rounded tip, it
yeah,
keeps slipping out.
that's
When
right.
if you got a lot of them to do, go out to the garage, get a drill, get the slotted screwdriver, and you
That's right. That's right. And so I
efficiency of time stuff.
That's right. So I help the entrepreneur themselves find that right tool for the job. Like you said, there's so many times we just grab whatever's closest. We're scrambling. We're not thinking. And we just trying to put out the fire or fix it real quick. When it's just like, if I took a second to just clear my mind, focus, I could get the right tool for the job and get it done a lot more efficiently.
I think some people too are taking the lazy route, even though they don't know they're being lazy. Like I'm guilty of it too, and that's why I use that Opus Clips thing. I just put it out there, but my purpose isn't to get traffic; it's to
Mhm.
find out where the traffic's coming from. So
Mhm.
I just go click, 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 and just get all those up there on YouTube so I can read them.
Yep.
But
Yep.
some people get, I'm just going to buy an email list because some guy on TikTok said I could get it for $100, and you buy a
Mhm.
big list, you download it into Aweber or something, and then you start spamming it out there. And then Aweber shuts you down. You go, what's going on? How come I can't spam people? You got to do the real deal, right?
That's right. That's
You're
right.
using Aweber, aren't you?
I am using Aweber.
That's
Yeah.
a great, simple email platform as long as you stay legit.
That's right.
If you're doing any scammy stuff, they'll block you. They'll say,
Oh yeah, I've learned that the hard way.
yeah, I did too. I tried doing something that somebody's talking about, and I
Oh
tried it.
yeah. That, that's how a lot of people try and get their feet wet online. They try to just, follow the whatever trend is and things like that, and they learn the hard way. But like you said, there's no shortcuts. Every single one of us are human, and we want the fast, easy approach to do anything without having to worry about all the stuff everyone tells us what to do. But you know, if we focus on the right things and we put our efforts into the right high leverage activities, we can still make those changes, those growths and things like that without scrambling and spinning our tires all the time.
Sure, I guess it's kind of like when you go to take the first step, you make sure you're not stepping in the wrong spot, but once you find your path, you can kind of pick up the pace and start sprinting.
That's right. That's right.
Got to make sure you're not going down the wrong road.
That's right. That's right. Direction is more important than speed. So many of us, we try to, grab the fastest tool to try to get the fastest path to success. But, if you're going a million miles in the wrong direction, direction is so much more important than how quickly you get there.
So what got you into this? What else then made you decide you wanted to be entrepreneurial and then all of a sudden start helping people find their way?
Yeah, I've been entrepreneurial since I started my first business when I was 16 with my dad and brother. We started selling on eBay and Amazon, electronics and things like that. And just over the years, I had many different businesses start and fail and grow and flop. And my last business was a supplement company that I built up to 8 figures on my own, and I managed it all in less than 30 minutes a day. So taking all that experience over the last 9 years and just the tools and the systems on a personal level, because I find that there's a lot of personal tools that I developed that apply to any entrepreneur, regardless of your business.
Mm-hmm.
So taking those things that I've learned, I'm like, I have a real passion for this. There's a real, it's just part of my life. I didn't even plan on coaching or selling or doing anything of this. I just kind of developed my own systems for my own productivity, and then realized, this is helpful. I've just been talking to a lot of entrepreneurs who said, procrastination and focus and my time, those are really big pain points. So I just started going down that path and really fell into it. It's been really nice.
Yeah, there are some cool tools out there if you find the right one. Like I've got one that I use for my collaborative thing. I started this for my trade shows because
Nice.
the COVID thing stopped everything. So I started a membership,
Mm-hmm.
and it's basically a postcard software.
Nice.
And the thing is, it's physical postcards, so it lasts a lot longer than a click on the internet. And I'm pretty confident that the United States Postal Service is going to deliver it to a human.
Yep.
Instead of those bots that are out there.
That's right. That's right.
I've gone back a little bit old school. I'm actually running a digital billboard because I can set it up from here and it's right on 35W. I can drive by and see my digital billboard happening.
Nice. Nice. Yeah. All of my last 9 years, I spent all offline. I was doing newspapers, magazines, direct mail. That's how I was doing all of my stuff, like the real physical stuff. So this is my newest foray into digital marketing, but it's so far so good.
Well, the digital thing is that's how we are communicating these days.
Right.
It isn't knocking on a door anymore because you might get shot. And people just don't trust you. Hey, I wanted to come in and tell you about my business. It's like, I'm busy flipping hamburgers here. I can't got time to listen to you. So they end up doing this thing because it's easier.
That's right. That's right.
And it is just, and that's how we got connected. I don't even know for sure. I think I put a thing on a podcast interview group or something. You answered it.
Right.
He's got to throw stuff out there, but it is a digital world. That's how we are communicating. And I don't think that's going away anytime soon. It's going to be the Google glasses and all that kind of stuff. But still, it's humans, until they start making credit cards for robots. They might start doing that. You have your own little, side entrepreneur or something that's got a credit card and goes out and sells stuff and buys stuff for you.
That'd be nice.
It could come that way.
Until then, we got to do it this way. Till now, that's fine.
Well, I like this. I mean, it'd be cool. You ever get down to the United States?
All the time. I can see the bridge from my house. So yeah, it's.
Come down to Minneapolis, Minnesota?
I've never been to Minnesota. I've been to maybe 15, 20 states, maybe, but never made it out to the North Midwest.
Okay, you're sort of staying over on the east side there.
I've done on the whole Eastern Seaboard. I've done, driving down to Florida. I've done fair bit of the West Coast, Texas, here and there. Yeah, it's been good.
Yeah, Texas is just down 35W from us.
Perfect.
Well, heck, if you ever come to Minneapolis, look me up.
Absolutely. That'd be great.
Other stuff. It's interesting. So are you doing anything like live event kind of stuff with your things? Like, have you thought about doing like a mastermind in Costa Rica or something like that?
Absolutely. That sounds wonderful. Costa Rica
I bring that up because I got a buddy that's got 150 acres down there. He's got a property management company, and that's a place that I've been there a couple times.
Yeah.
But it's just, straight down, same time zone and everything. So it's easy for me and stuff. And I'm looking to be able to start doing that kind of stuff because the concept of a mastermind is it gets you out of your, I got to do all this stuff. It gets you in a whole new space with like-minded people.
Yep.
You can kind of navigate your way because you're in a common destination, so to speak.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm in a couple of Facebook groups of people putting together retreats to Costa Rica. I've been to Costa Rica once as well. It's absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, absolutely a mastermind thing. It's good because it takes you out of your state and your busyness, and you're getting surrounded by people that are, hopefully in a much higher place than you are, and they're just able to impart wisdom in a way where you can see it like live and how they live, not just on what they're trying to teach online.
Yeah, I went to one a couple of years ago. I met, do you know the name Kevin Harrington?
I do know Kevin Harrington. Yeah, I've seen him speak a couple times. Yeah,
he was there, and then Joe Sugarman. I don't know if you know him.
I got a picture with Joe. Yep.
You know Joe? That's
know
pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I met Joe in Phoenix. 2013 is the last time I saw Joe.
Okay, you've been there, done that.
Been there, done that.
Yeah, he did the blue blocker sunglasses, the man on the street kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Brings back memories. I remember seeing those ads in magazines. Remember the paper things?
Yeah.
So do you have any programs or anything? You mentioned something on your website there.
Yeah, absolutely. I have a free guide for those entrepreneurs that are crushed for time that want help with procrastination and focus. I have a thing called the 5-second focus trigger. You can go to effortlessgrowth.co to get yourself a copy of that and join the notification list. I do a live Q&A every single day, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come in, ask me any question you want, and that's how I build a relationship from there.
Very cool. So are you going into any like specific niche of people? I mean, do you have, what are your personal passions? Are you into softball, football, billiards? What do you do?
Been shooting a little bit of pool lately. For personal, I like the entrepreneurs that are very aware of time and freedom. People that like the lifestyle business, the coaches, the digital marketers, the people that.
No, I mean, for you personally, what do you do when you're not doing business stuff?
Oh, I'm not doing this. I water ski. I'm a semi-professional water skier. I got a couple other sports and hobbies I like to do. I play guitar every day. Everything I do every day. So whether that's music or working out or things like that, but that's my day to day.
Okay. Yeah, I ask because a lot of times people, you got to kind of do something that you're passionate about, because then when times get tough, you'll keep going. It'll pull you through rather than trying to push your way through.
That's right. Absolutely.
Like I got a buddy that's trying to, he really likes rock guitar, but he doesn't want to start a class or anything like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I was telling him, why don't you just do the affiliate model and put a bunch of Fender guitar amps and stuff on there and just get affiliate programs. Now just play.
Yeah, that's right.
Coffee houses, set up your phone in the corner on a tripod and just play.
Yep. And
then attract, who is it? Amanda Palmer.
Okay.
With what is that? I'm having a block here. It's Patreon.
Okay, yeah, Patreon, yeah.
That platform. She was a street busker, not making anything, and then she hooked up with that, and all of a sudden she's got a following and she's doing millions.
Nice. Yeah, absolutely.
Playing music.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
There's an example of how to make things easier. Instead of begging for dollars in your guitar case, set up a camera. You got a phone. I know you got a phone.
Yep.
If you can't afford a tripod, stick it against a book or something.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, that's great. That's fantastic. Yeah.
Cool. We're going on only about 18 minutes here, but I'm kind of running out of questions. It seems like you got answers for everything.
Try and stump me. Let me. You said
I know what I can ask you about. The scammy stuff. How do you get away from all that stuff? Because there's so many people that hyping you up with all this making money. And you know that they got a product in front of it, and then it's basically a Ponzi thing behind it, and it's legal because it's got a product, but they're just doing a money game thing. How do you spot those things when you're?
How do you spot them and avoid them? Ah, man. Yeah. Unfortunately, I've been through too many. Some of it's trial and error, and sometimes you got to get burned. But you got to touch the oven a couple times to get burned and to know what to avoid. But my suggestion for people is, like, failure and making mistakes is part of the lesson. Like, the biggest thing is make the failure and mistake as small and harmless as possible, so you can keep making mistakes day in and day out without getting yourself seriously burned or injured. Because failure isn't failure until you quit. Failure and mistakes, those are your mentor. That's your mentor. That's your guide. That's how you know which direction you need to go in. So there's a lot of people, especially when it comes to procrastination, they're sitting on the sidelines and they're afraid to take that first step. And so I say, okay, what's the easiest, most enjoyable next step that you can take, even if it's a failure that's going to be wrong, but something that you can do day in and day out consistently without burning out, without hurting yourself? How can you make that small failure each and every single day? Because that's the only way you're going to get eventually to your goal.
Okay, that's wise. I mean, maybe join a lot of these things, but don't invest in them.
That's right. Join them or get the cheapest investment, or just be real safe and smart with it as best as you can. The biggest thing you were saying with passions and things like that, you got to pick something. The biggest thing with, especially with entrepreneurs, you got that shiny object syndrome where they try one thing for a little bit, they hit a wall, they try something else. And so pick one thing and just take one step each and every single day, even if you're going to get resistance, even if you're going to make mistakes, and try to do it every single day, even if it's just one little thing.
I think one way to avoid the scammy stuff is if they're always talking about money and they can't tell you what the product is, you're probably the product.
You're probably the product. Yeah, that's so fair. Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, cool. This has really been fun. I appreciate you taking the time. I'm going to pop into the digital cafe. You can have some more of those
Grab some snacks.
green room snacks. We switched them all out. It's now lunchtime.
Oh, nice.
If you want to do another one of these, let me know. If you want to stick around, we can have a little chit chat after. And other than that, I'm going to pop you in the green room. I appreciate you taking the time there, Jesse.
Yeah, thanks so much, Brad. Talk to you soon.
Okie doke. Well, that was fun with my new friend, Jesse. He's a pretty savvy guy, obviously. And this is how you get a hold of him. Effortlessgrowth.co. It's not com, it's just co. And if you can remember that, effortless, that's kind of what we're all doing. And we do want to grow. So effortless growth. And here's a little graphic image so you can see more about where I came from here. That's it. That's the dude right there. So peace, love, and happiness. Enjoy the rest of your day. I want you to be good. Be kind. Thanks for tuning into Synergy Cafe. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be good. Be nice.